This all came after escalating tensions spilled over into a news conference with Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem this morning.
Senator Alex Padilla was forcibly removed and then handcuffed after he interrupted with questions.
CBS 8's Richard Allen is here now with a remarkable scene, as well as the response from both sides of the political aisle. Richard?
And Carlo and Marcella, it was quite a scene. Now, Senator Padilla says that for the last several months, he had been trying to get answers about the Trump administration's, quote, increasingly extreme immigration actions and had not been able to get them. He then came to Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem's scheduled news conference in Los Angeles today to attempt to ask those questions. And instead, this is what unfolded.
I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the Secretary.
Those questions were never asked, though, as Senator Padilla was forcibly removed from the conference room.
Sir, hands up.
And then handcuffed as he was forced onto the ground by federal agents.
Hands on your back.
If you let my hands go, and put them behind my back. All right.
Although cuffed, Padilla was not arrested or detained.
We will hold this administration accountable.
And spoke out shortly after this unprecedented incident.
If this is how the Department of Homeland Security responds to a senator with a question, you can only imagine what they're doing to farm workers, to cooks, to day laborers.
After the news conference, Secretary Noem said she met with Padilla for about 15 minutes.
His approach, was something that I don't think was appropriate at all. But the conversation was great, and we're going to continue to communicate.
Reaction from both sides of the political aisle was swift.
This is not simply an assault on Senator Padilla. This is not an assault on Democratic senators. This is an assault on the rule of law. This is an assault on our democracy.
The Democrat Party is on the wrong side. They are defending lawbreakers, and now they are acting like lawbreakers themselves.
House Speaker Mike Johnson called Senator Padilla's actions wildly inappropriate.
A sitting member of Congress should not act like that. It is beneath a member of Congress. It is beneath a U.S. senator. They're supposed to lead by example, and that is not a good example. We have to turn the temperature down in this country and not escalate it.
I was incredibly disappointed that Speaker Johnson, in the brief remarks I heard, appeared to blame Senator Padilla.
Democrat Congressman Mike Levin represents North County.
I stand with Senator Padilla, and I would hope that any elected official here in Congress or otherwise, Republican or Democrat, I hope that they would condemn this sort of thing.
Now, following today's news conference, Secretary Noem pledged to carry on with the Trump administration's immigration crackdown in spite of the protests and unrest we've seen up in Los Angeles and throughout the country.
And Richard, on that point, we are expecting a massive wave of protests this coming Saturday to challenge the Trump administration's policies on ICE and the enforcement. So what are we doing here in San Diego? What have you heard?
Well, that's right. These protests are being planned throughout the country, including several here in San Diego. Police say that they are going to be monitoring them. They want to make sure that these demonstrators have their right to peacefully assemble, their right to free speech, but they also want to ensure the safety of the community. And organizers are saying that these are intended to be peaceful demonstrations.
Unfortunately, time and again, we see that these peaceful demonstrations, they start out that way, but they do attract elements that don't want to follow the law.
Yeah, well, exactly. Police are basically saying that if anyone breaks the law, they are no longer protesters. They have crossed the line and they are committing a crime and they will be held accountable. So we'll just hope that all these demonstrations are peaceful, though.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
We hope they remain peaceful. National City yesterday had a big demonstration, peaceful.
Absolutely.
So let's hope that we can stay that way, at least in San
Diego. Keep the trend going.
Thanks, Richard.